Hello and welcome to Simple Cryptocurrency News. My name is Claudio and this is Cryptochain, the channel where I do cryptocurrency news, reviews, demos, interviews, and blockchain games reviews. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at the state of the market. What's been going on with Bitcoin? Has it been growing? Has it dumped? What's going on with the altcoin market? Is it recovering? Then we'll also be talking about news from Ontology, Phantasma chain, Enjin, Neo, and also Elastos. Actually, Elastos have some important news, and also Enjin too. Something that I'm really looking forward to share with you, especially if you're supporters of these projects. But let's not waste any time and get right in and look at what's going on CoinMarketCap. And just a quick reminder before, in the description below the video you'll find the times as well as the links to the topics that I'll be discussing, so you can simply click on the time and it will take you directly there if you're only interested in specific topics and don't have enough time to watch the full video. But Bitcoin's been trading at $8,220, so not too bad, right? It managed to find some sort of stability, especially after that big dump to 7,600, right? Ethereum 177, so it's struggling below 200. Cardano actually is 4 cents now, so it managed to break that 3.7 cents blockage that it had there. Now Neo 749, up 2.5%. Ontology 61.7 cents, 2.4% up. And actually Ontology has managed to break the 60 cents wall that it had there, right? It was quite a big wall when I was checking it, because I was trading Ontology, day trading, more like scalping, trying to accumulate Ontology, and it was quite a bit of a struggle there to break that 60 cents one. But once it did that, now it's managing to hold quite well above 60, but it did take a little bit of a dip below 60. I think it was 2 days ago or yesterday morning. I can't remember exactly because I haven't traded it for the last 2 or 3 days now. Yeah, I mean, it's looking quite bullish, and I mean the whole market is a little bit green, and we're not talking like a big green day. It's only a little bit, right? Only a few percent. But let's have a look at the biggest winners, and it's actually Centrality and Enjin coin. So Enjin is one of the biggest winners, 12.7%, so massive gains there with Enjin for the Enjin traders. The Enjin holders may argue, right, especially if they bought in at like 8 cents, 9 cents, even 3 cents. I mean, they're not too bad, right? They're up 2x now. Apparently it was like 3 cents quite some time ago, but even almost 20 cents, right? So yeah, Enjin has had its moments, but people that have been trading Enjin, especially scalping, are really happy right now, because we know that it's been trading at like 660, 650 sats against Bitcoin, right? So it has been doing really well now. It's over 800 sats, so that's quite a good gain for those that have held for the last 2 or 3 days and they entered on that dip that we had. And this is because they announced the marketplace, and we're going to be talking about those news. But let's have a look at the biggest losers, and that's BitCapital Vendor, which I think is a pump and dump. I could be wrong. It's only got 33 million market cap, but that's not too bad, right? 33 million is quite decent. So maybe it's not a pump and dump, who knows. It looks like it's on a downtrend, actually, just having a quick look at the graph. So it's not like a pump and dump, but it's just some bad news probably with the project. And Nash, only $1.13, and that's actually really close to the STO ICO price, which was $1. So why? Maybe people are just really annoyed with the fact that the Nash exchange isn't as cool as people hyped it to be, and also the lack of liquidity on there. So, and it seems to be down for maintenance quite a lot. I know the last time I tried to access it, it was down for maintenance. I was just trying to see what's going on, if they've listed Moonlight, although Moonlight can be listed there pretty soon, so I think that they're trying to do that. I've done a video on Moonlight a while ago on the last news video. But let's have a quick look at Phantasma as well, because I always check the price for Phantasma. So it's trading at 5 cents, just over 600 sats on KuCoin. It's holding quite okay-ish after that big dump that it had because of the delay in the mainnet. Quite a few people were disappointed, not as many as we thought, right? Quite a lot of people in the community were like, okay, that's understandable, it's a technical problem, and we're going to be talking about that when we get to the news. I don't want to talk too much about it when I look at the markets, but that's that about the market. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Drop me a comment. What do you think about the altcoin prices? Which one are you bullish on? Which one have you been trading, if you have been trading or simply invested in? But let's talk about Enjin. So Enjin's marketplace is finally live, and this was actually on the 30th of September. I probably should have done a video then on the news, and I think I can't even remember. I think I did a video on a tutorial or something like that, or a demo on the day. So I haven't covered news on the Enjin marketplace, but I did say that when it happens, I'm going to be covering it. Here it is. So yes, the Enjin community are really bullish. The marketplace is there. You can now trade your assets, in-game assets, in this marketplace. And as you can see, they've got photos of the items as well in the marketplace. So you can see what you're buying. You don't just see the name of a token, of a non-fungible token, like with some random numbers. You can actually see a photo and a name and definition of the item that you're buying or selling. So that's pretty awesome stuff. It's making it user-friendly for those gamers out there. So yes, that's pretty much it with the marketplace. And then the rest of the news that we got from Enjin is just reiterating the stuff about digital assets, talking about some of the games that I've already covered as well, like 9 Lives Arena. I've done a review on that. So yeah, things like that. Purple dragons, I'm not sure what that is, so that's probably a game. Purple dragons are especially fond of mystical substance called Enjin. Okay, so they're, as a result, traders who own a purple dragon can save up to 50% on transaction fees. So I'm not sure if this is related with that game 9 Lives, probably, or with 6 dragons, because I've done a review on that as well. I'm not entirely sure what that is. But gamers definitely know what that is, so I'm not sure. I haven't played games on Enjin, powered by Enjin. But yeah, basically reiterating that the Enjin wallet is built for gamers, and here we go. I mean, look at this. It's pretty awesome. I should probably do a demo on the wallet, but I'm not sure I'm gonna do that, to be honest, because I'd need to use the video recording on the phone, on my Android phone, to do a demo of this wallet, of the Enjin wallet. It's pretty cool, right? And then they're just talking about 9 Lives Arena again. So that's pretty much the news, just around gaming and the marketplace. We're trying to reiterate that they've launched this marketplace. It's awesome, and people should start using it. I'm sure many gamers are already using it. But that's that about Enjin. We'll keep an eye out on them and see what other cool stuff they come out with. I'm pretty bullish on the project. It's been doing really well, and we're just seeing game development companies, starting to develop on there. And it's amazing to see people like that only have like one developer developing on Enjin, right? Developing a full-on game which has awesome graphics on Enjin. Yeah, imagine if a big team of like 10 or 20 people actually start developing something powered by Enjin. That'd be pretty cool too. But that's that about Enjin, and let's move on and talk about Phantasma chain. So yeah, like I was saying when I looked at the market price, they did post some news here. This was on the very last day of Q3, so it was meant to launch on the 30th of September. Unfortunately, there was a technical problem. Do check out the article if you already haven't. I'm sure you probably did if you're watching this video and you're a Phantasma supporter, because you are very eager to hear about the mainnet launch and to stake your soul, especially if you're a soul master. Even if you weren't a soul master, right, you're still eager to stake your soul and generate KCAL, the energy, the fuel token on Phantasma blockchain. But it is what it is. It's a technical problem. They need to sort it out. It's better to actually delay mainnet than to launch it and then to have your coins stolen from hackers, or not even hackers, but maybe any person that has enough knowledge on how to actually take advantage of the loophole in the swap between the Neo blockchain and the Phantasma blockchain, because apparently there was some loophole in there through when doing that cosmic swap, that atomic swap. So yeah, I mean, this is the thing, like, right, we gotta understand. Some people may be complaining and think like, okay, but they've had so much time to test. Yeah, they did, but then they found this in the last moment. At least that's what they've claimed. I don't know how soon they found out. I assume it was the last moment, because I don't believe they want to shoot themselves in the foot by claiming that they're gonna launch in Q3, updating the roadmap on their site that they're gonna launch in Q3, and then all of a sudden delaying on the last day. I mean, come on, let's be honest. If you've been in the Phantasma channel, the Phantasma group, you know that Bill is very honest and open with the community, even Sergio, the CEO. So everybody's been saying it, like they've been basically keeping people up to date with what's going on. So don't worry about it. They are working on it, they're fixing it. Apparently Vincent, who's one of the devs now, not an official dev for Phantasma, but he's basically helping them, and he's one of the guys behind the Phantom wallet. And do check that out, by the way. You should see it pop up now. It's basically the video, the wallet demo that I've done on Phantom wallet. Do check it out if you're interested to see how it looks. It is a pretty cool and slick wallet. Now the functionality just isn't there in the demo that I did because it was still in development, but he should have a version ready, like the final version ready and deployed pretty soon. He's pretty happy with the testing so far. I've spoken to him. He got some people to help, people like Liam, who are also in the community. He's also part of my Telegram group, so well done for checking it out. So yeah, he got quite a few people to have a look at the wallet, test it out, see what it's like, you know, try out all the different functionalities. So I think they're pretty much ready, but obviously they can't say any dates yet. They can't give us any dates because when they've given us dates, people suffered, right? This is what happens. So and then people start bullying Lee as well, who's the marketing and PR advisor at Phantasma chain, because he's kind of hyped the date, but obviously he didn't know either, right? They found this bug in the last moment, so you gotta understand that, you know, he's as hurt as everybody else, right? So that's how it is. But yeah, that's that about Phantasma chain. We'll see when it happens. They did say a few more days, so probably a week, probably 2 weeks, who knows. But if Vincent said the wallet's almost ready, we could expect it at any moment now. But we will be talking about it as soon as we get official news, as always. So that's that. Let's talk about Switcheo. And actually Switcheo, I haven't spoken about Switcheo, which is the hybrid / decentralized exchange on the Neo blockchain, and they're also trying to move on to their own sidechain, which is going to be part of Neo. I've already mentioned that multiple times, but in case this is your first time on my channel, this is what they're trying to do. They've actually started off on the Neo blockchain, like I said, and a lot of people were trading any P5 tokens, which are the tokens on the Neo blockchain, specifically on Switcheo, because you could get them on there. Liquidity isn't too good, but they're doing okay-ish. I mean, the price of the token is very low, to be honest, for an exchange token. But just because of the lack of liquidity, you know, people don't really trade on there. They tend to leave a trade open there, like their market makers. They open a trade and they leave it there for 2 or 3 days before it actually fills, and sometimes even longer. So hence why you don't get that many traders, you don't get bots. There are some bots that trade on there, I think, for arbitrage purposes, because I've noticed that with Sol, with Phantasma, that they're basically placing a lot of small orders as soon as the price kind of pumps or dumps. Small sell orders or buy orders just to even out the price for arbitrage purposes. But yeah, he basically, the CEO of Switcheo, Ivan Poon, he had an interview with DataDash, who's a very, very big crypto YouTuber. He's a trader as well. Do check it out if you're interested. It's on their Twitter page, which of course is going to be in the description of this video. But other than that, I mean, not so much news, right? So apparently they're saying here you can easily buy and sell your favorite tokens such as Ethereum and DAI on Switcheo exchange via IamToken official. Log in to IamToken and key in switcheo.exchange, connect your wallet and start trading. So they're basically trying to make life easier. For example, the O3 wallet can also be used to trade on Switcheo, right? You can access the dApp section and you can open Switcheo, connect your O3 wallet, which basically connects to your Neo wallet, and you can start trading on there. So yeah, that's that about Switcheo. We have to see how they progress. We have to see what they're gonna do. Is maybe now they'll get some more visibility with the DataDash interview, because DataDash has a humongous following. I don't have a big enough of a following to kind of spread the word about Switcheo. Again, I'm a Switcheo supporter myself, but hopefully, fingers crossed, that the DataDash video helped. It was posted 8 hours ago, right? So more people are aware about Switcheo now, at least, and they know it's out there. And let's move on and talk about Elastos. So there was some bullish news on Elastos, and that's about the Spotlight Series 5, which focuses on the Ethereum smart contracts and explains why running them on Elastos makes them more secure, scalable, and decentralized. And I've actually got the article open here, which basically tells you what is the Elastos Ethereum sidechain. So on the Elastos blockchain, which is the main chain, there are sidechains like the Neo sidechain, which I've spoken about in previous videos, and also the Ethereum sidechain. So Elastos is developing a unique framework to support its blockchain platform, and compared to the traditional blockchain platforms like Ethereum, which use a single blockchain layer to execute every transaction, and of course that makes it slow. Elastos employs a main sidechain architecture. The main chain manages payments between two parties, while sidechains are developed to fulfill specific services. For example, the DID sidechain provides for a unique method for users to acquire a decentralized identifier that cannot be controlled by any third party. The token sidechain allows users to create their own unique tokens, but is void of smart contracts. And the Neo sidechain allows developers to code deploy and run their smart contracts on Neo virtual machines, because as you know, Neo is proof of stake and it's all about smart contracts, the smart economy, and so on. And also the Ethereum sidechain allows developers to code deploy and run their smart contracts on the Ethereum virtual machines. To learn how the actual sidechains work, do check out this article, but here's a diagram which basically is really nicely explained. So you've got the Elastos main chain, auxiliary proof of work plus delegated proof of stake, all the different arbitrators and the super nodes on Elastos, merge mining, asset transfers, cross chain. So a lot of these blockchain platforms are now working towards cross-chain, side chains, interoperability, cosmic swaps, all these kind of things. You're probably noticing how all this is coming together like a puzzle. In every news video I do, I'm noticing more of these things happening, right? More blockchains are moving towards this kind of architecture, and hence Phantasma are doing the same as well, where they're going to try and connect all these different blockchains to the Phantasma marketplace and to the Phantasma app, which is the Phantasma blockchain. They're all going to be sidechains as well, like Neo, Ethereum, and I wonder if they're going to connect Elastos too at some point, because Phantasma are very open to these kind of cooperations, we'll say, or collaborations. So here we go. This is the DID sidechain. This is the token sidechain, the Neo one with the smart contracts in C#, Python, and so on. Basically the languages they support, the NEP5 tokens, and the Ethereum sidechain, which has the smart contract and Solidity, and so on. So this is pretty cool stuff right here, right? This is basically showing you how everything comes together and how complex the blockchain infrastructure has just become. I mean, think about it. Bitcoin was just a simple proof of work, which basically works and is secure, but now we've got all these different ones like Elastos, which is Internet 3.0, and they're really trying to revolutionize the market. And we're just seeing this become so complex now. It's like, imagine if there's one little bug which they don't think about, and the whole thing could absolutely be a disastrous crash, right? But I'm assuming that when they're so complex, they've also got really good monitoring in place, right? With good monitoring in place, they can track errors before the users are impacted. This is in an ideal world, but we don't know what could happen. This is my only concern when things become too complex, right? This is good, of course, because we're talking about the masses, we're talking about revolutionary technology, but it's also a risk, because if there's a small loophole, you could miss it. You could miss that loophole just because it's so complex. So yeah, do read this article if you're interested, especially if you're an Elastos supporter. You probably already did so, but if you're not, do check it out. Again, Elastos, great project, well done to them, they're progressing. But let's talk about Neo. So I haven't actually covered Neo in quite some time in terms of their tweets, but basically they were in Malta, the Malta summit, and I actually wanted to go to the Malta summit as well, because I'm in Spain myself, so not too far. I used to live in Malta, and I actually had a chat with John McAfee in the interview. And hey, if this is your first time here, I had an interview with John McAfee. It should pop up right up there, so click on the link and check it out after this video, or maybe open it as a separate tab. A very interesting interview, and he did say Malta. He mentioned Malta as well as being a country which is open to blockchain technology. It is known as the blockchain island. But yeah, basically they had a crypto conference there, a crypto summit, and Neo are over there as well alongside other cryptocurrency projects. They all had different booths over there where basically they were talking about their product, presenting it and things like that, and some of them had presentations. So actually one of the guys from the Neo office in Seattle had a speech, right? He had a presentation on Neo, talking about the future of Neo and so on. And then there were some other news from Neo, which is about the testnet for Neo 3.0. Okay, so that's pretty cool. They're progressing with that. And also the storage solution for Neo. Where did I see that? Here we go. Yeah, this was actually on the 2nd of October, so only 2 days ago. But basically they were happy to announce the Neo FS testnet launch, which is basically the storage solution for Neo. And again, Phantasma are working on a storage solution as well, and that's also going to be launched, aiming for Q4 of 2019. But we'll have to see because Neo are moving quite slow with this storage solution, amazingly slow. I'm just surprised. But we'll see if Phantasma managed to do it beforehand, and I assume they will do so. But we'll see which solution is going to be better, which one is going to be more used. You know, there are so many questions to be asked, right? But that's that about Neo, and let's move on and talk about Ontology. Last but not least, Ontology, right? A lot of people have been on stake in Ontology because they weren't happy with the rewards, the monthly rewards that you get in ONG, and with the ONG price dumping, people were kind of annoyed and they're like, what the heck is going on, Ontology? Why are you dumping the price so much? Well, not the price, but the reward. Why are you dumping the reward so much, right? And this is how it is when a lot of people stake, the reward drops as well. And also the nodes are actually suffering because the nodes, I think, started off with like 26,000 ONG per month, but they needed to stake 100,000 ONT. Then it increased to 200,000 ONT, and they started, you know, reducing their rewards. So that kind of affected the nodes as well, because then they had to pay people less, and instead of 100% of the rewards to go to the stakers, only 80% were given to the stakers. So here comes Sesame Seed, which are basically trying to hand people seed tokens just so that they can stake on their node, because they're also running a node. Basically, Ontology are trying to decentralize their whole ecosystem, and they started off with running all 7 consensus nodes themselves, but now they've basically spread them out to a few different companies, and Sesame Seed is one of them. Again, Ontology still hold the majority of them, so they're not decentralized yet, but we will see this happening pretty soon when they start distributing them, and hopefully they'll only have 1 node themselves. It would make sense, even 2 nodes. But yeah, basically they were attending some conference in Tokyo again. This was on the 1st of October. I think I've already mentioned this if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, basically Sesame Seeds adds 200,000 new staking users to Ontology network. So that's a lot of people staking on the Sesame node. They've brought a lot of people in from the Sesame Seed community. So check it out if you're interested. Are you staking on the Sesame node? Let me know, what are the rewards like. I haven't personally been staking on them, so on that node, so I don't know what the rewards are like. But if you're happy, drop me a comment below and let me know. But yes, that was it from today's video. Again, if you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate it, and hit the like if you enjoyed the video. Take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye bye.